So there's a passage that says, "Yeah, baby, when it comes to pain, Pronto ain't got nothing to do with your selection. No 911, then get the 411 and learn neuroplasticity." So 911, for those that are not in the United States, essentially means that's an emergency phone call. And if you don't have a true emergency where you have, suddenly inability to move your leg, not just a little bit of pain going down the thigh, but if it's like shooting all the way down the foot, it's causing numbness, shooting pain, having trouble with controlling your bowels or your bladder, then of course these are things that, these are a little more acute concerns. Those can be evaluated for sure. But when we talk about then get the 411, in this country, 411 is information phone call. So that means get the 411, get the information, and learn neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity is the ability for your brain to change, and actually the entire nervous system, everything's constantly adapting. Every part of the tissues that interact with the nervous system, everything is constantly adapting. It's even, you look at people that become marathon runners or sprinters, they've prepared their body for those types of activities, while someone who's a weekend warrior tries to go do that, and their body's going to be in major pain, basically because it's been pushed to a point where it's not used to it, so it's not adapted. And that pain doesn't mean you're necessarily causing permanent injury. It might just be sore because it's been pushed beyond what it's been used to. But for those that are well trained and adapted, they don't have the same kind of problems. So everything from the joints, perceiving, movements and stresses and forces that adapt over time, the tissues around the muscles, everything's adapting. The whole body, it's called bioplasticity. The whole entire body is adapting. But more importantly, when you just talk about pain and this nervous system that can get too ramped up, there's this neuroplasticity where it's ability to change for the better or for worse. So if you don't have an emergency, you really need to get the education and learn more about neuroplasticity. There's some really great books and resources. Just off the top, there's some great neuroscience through Explain Pain by David Butler and Lorimer Moseley out of Australia. I highly recommend that for those that are just trying to understand these various inputs. Those that are relatively savvy with a little bit of medical knowledge, you can get into the Explain Pain Supercharge. I would say it's more of a clinician level. But there's a lot of other books they have, like Painful Yarns is another book. The Protectometer. There's a lot of different ways you can educate yourself about how pain is influenced. And so you can help yourself by educating yourself.